In this session, let us discuss PV ratio and margin of safety. First, let us take up PV ratio, that is profit volume ratio. Profit volume ratio indicates the relationship between contribution and sales. It is usually expressed in percentage. The ratio shows the amount of contribution per rupee of sales. Since in the short term, fixed cost does not change, the profit volume ratio also measures the rate of change of profit due to change in the volume of sales. Symbolically, PV ratio is equal to contribution divided by sales. A high PV ratio indicates high profitability and a low PV ratio is a sign of low profitability. Having knowing the meaning of PV ratio, let us see the benefits of PV ratio. It helps in determination of break-even point. PV ratio helps in determining the BEP point, that is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. It helps in determination of profit at any volume of sales. So to calculate profit, we can use the formula contribution minus fixed cost, where contribution is taken as sales into PV ratio. It helps in the determination of sales to earn a desired amount of profit. Lastly, it helps in determining margin of safety. Margin of safety can also be calculated with the help of PV ratio. That is profit divided by PV ratio. Now, let us see margin of safety. Margin of safety refers to the extent to which the firm can afford a decline before it starts incurring losses. Margin of safety is how much output or sales level can fall before a business reaches its break-even point. It is calculated as safety margin is equal to sales minus break-even point divided by sales into 100, or as we saw in the PV ratio benefits, margin of safety can also be calculated as profit divided by PV ratio. For example, if the firm is earning profit at the level of 150 units of output and sales achieved is 250 units, the safety margin can be found out by using this formula. So sales minus BEP divided by sales into 100. So sales is 250, BEP is achieved at the 150 units. So 250 minus 150 divided by 250 into 100 gives 40%. This means that the firm which is now selling 250 units of the product can afford to decline sales up to 40%. It is to be remembered that the safety margin can be negative as well. If the firm is incurring any loss, then the safety margin can be negative. In that case, the percentage tells the extent of sales that should be increased in order to reach the point where there will be no loss. In this figure, you can see the safety margin. It is above the break-even point. So it shows the extent to which the sales can be afforded to decline. Below this safety margin, the firm starts incurring losses. Hence, we discussed the PV ratio and margin of safety. For further studies, these books can be referred. Thank you.